What's happening, people? Hey, man, I couldn't pass up this day. 85 degrees on, what was this? April 27th. Isn't that crazy? 85 degrees, I think it got to. So, yeah, I'm out here, and I still wear gear, as you can see. At first, when you look back at some of my earlier videos, you notice that I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and the advice was well taken, and I realized that, hey, if something does happen, or if I do go down, I don't want to be scraping pebbles out of my arms and legs for, a month. So nobody likes to get road rash, or road rage. So yeah, I try to keep protected now, so I took that message loud and clear, and thank you for that. So this is kind of cool, why I like to put the videos out there, because you get these helpful suggestions. Now, when you look at other videos or other cams in like Thailand and places where they have scooters as their main mode of transportation, that's all you see. No helmets, people in shorts, people in no shirts, no helmets. I said that twice. Anyway, they don't, but here's the difference. They're not going high speed. They're catting around these little Thailand roads that, they're lucky to get 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour top speed, because it's just a smaller, more closed area. And that's fine. But when you're in America and you're driving on roads that are designed for 55 mile an hour, yeah, you don't want to risk that. I would never be caught dead on a 55 mile an hour road with shorts and a t-shirt and no helmet on this thing. Now, that's a personal choice, right? Other people think nothing of that, and they'll do it all day long, but that's just not me. And I do like to have the protection, because when rocks or bugs or anything hit you, it hurts, it stings, right? I got smacked right in the face earlier in this exact video, maybe like 5 minutes before this portion of the video. Boom, big old bug, smack right in the forehead, and I felt it. It was like a June bug or something, and that would have left a mark. So anyway, yeah, that's why I wear the protection. It just makes more sense, and actually I'm getting used to it even when it's hot, so it's just nice, and I do appreciate that. So thank you. So yeah, I do like making these videos. It's not anything that's quick and easy, like I've kind of told you many times. You have to have the right computer. I have like 16 gigabytes of RAM in this thing just to process and render videos. So it takes a little bit of equipment. Now, it's not crazy expensive. Memory for computers is pretty cheap. This software I use called Movie Studio 17 Platinum. I think that was like $69, but it's one of the best ones I found out there. Filmora is another good one that I've contemplated about switching to, because I like how Filmora kind of does some titles and transitions and things like that, especially titles. Movie Studio 17 is not real good. It's very bulky when it comes to titles. That's why my stuff's not real fancy, but that's okay. It still gets the point across. But yeah, Filmora is another one if you're interested in doing anything like this, and I know some of you have expressed that you were going to start your own channel possibly. So check out Filmora X, I think it's called, and that is it's what a lot of YouTubers use, and it's easy to use. It's like user friendly I'm talking about, and it's just straightforward. So it doesn't, I'm not going to do a Hollywood production. I don't have time for that. So that's why I just wanted a video editing software that was easy to use, and so I don't have to put a lot of time in learning it like a college degree. Now, there's people that use Adobe products, and you really have to learn how. It's a very big learning curve to do something like that. And by the way, I'm sorry for the low video, guys, on this. It happens to me all the time. And every time I ride, I just tell myself, raise your camera more. Raise your camera. But it looks like it's pointing up at the sky when I look at my helmet. So then I'm like, okay, it's pointing straight ahead, unless I'm riding with my head down. I don't understand. So sorry for the low angle, but again, every time I ride, you think I learned something new. So, oh my gosh. And it's hard to see it live because, when you got the GoPro camera on your helmet, you can't see it. The LCD display is right up against the chin guard of the helmet pretty much, so you can't see where it's pointing. It's very confusing. Anyway, so next time I'll try to do a better job of getting my camera raised so you can see more of the road. And that's frustrating, I know. It's frustrating. As soon as I start watching the video, I'm like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? But that's okay. I've thought about scrapping the whole thing, but since I don't ride as much as I'd like to, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. At least you see my speedometer, but you can see some of the road. It's just I keep wanting to raise my head up. Like, come on, like look up. So yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, getting back to the video editing, let me know if you have any questions about that, because my day job, I'm a tech guy. So, I run a help desk, technical IT help desk. So I've researched myself these video editing programs, and is it Adobe Premiere or something like that? Yeah, it's cool. And this car almost pulled out on people, that black SUV that was off to the right. That I had to slam on the brakes. Actually, from the video, you couldn't even tell, but that car almost pulled right out in front of traffic. It was an older gentleman. So you got to be very aware out there all the time. But yeah, so let me see what else. And then you need, if you want to ride and record, like I do my soundtrack separately because of the wind noise, and I think a lot of people actually appreciate that. But if you want to do it while you're riding live, then you need to get a GoPro and the little accessory that comes with it, the GoPro mic accessory that you have to strap on your helmet. It's just a little bulkier and clumsier, but that does the trick. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, this is a beautiful night of riding, and up ahead, I'm going to go into a place that I've never been into before, and it's right near my house, so you'll see here shortly. But it's really cool, and I've, like I said, passed it 1,001 times. So I finally got the opportunity to pull in where it's not a mob scene there. So you'll see that here right about now. Here. Good. Hey. Well, so this is I guess, what do you call this? Kind of a private property, but they have horses here, and you're a nice babe, huh? You are a nice horsey. Probably freaked out. I thought he'd be freaked out over my helmet, but apparently not. Trying to stay away from the back legs just in case. But yeah, he's a friendly horse. What's your name? What's your name, buddy? Little buddy? So, yeah, this is a kind of a private property barn, as you can see. And I don't know, I see a lot of people here taking pictures. So you do not feed the horses. Videotaping in progress. So there's a camera somewhere. Oh, I see it, I think. Oh, there it is. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, it's pretty cool. They got that little house over there. Actually, that's I believe an original home. I don't know if it was moved there or what, but pretty cool little. I wish this was a backyard. That'd be really cool. It looks like they got a donkey over there. Heard him carrying on when I first pulled up. But yeah, this is literally just a couple minutes down the road from where I live. It's actually the first time I've ever been here. So pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Oh, there's two donkeys. There's a couple small ones. And I don't know how many horses they have. Maybe just the two. But this one's a friendly guy. Came up and greeted me. Hey, come here. Already lost interest in me. Hey. Alright. Guess I'm going to take off now. Nice peaceful life this thing has, doesn't it? Alright, see you later. Have a good one. See, this is the barn. Got all these wood boring bees everywhere. Hopefully I don't want to fly in my helmet. That would be fun, even though they don't sting. Well, the females do, but the male bees don't sting, and those are usually the ones that are hovering around. By the way, these things do not hurt you. They're very docile. So they'll come in your face, these wood bees, and they'll check you out. But I remember the first time I ever saw one, I was freaked out when we got our dog. Went to a farm to get our dog from a breeder, and there was millions of these things. Like you can kind of see them here. But hey, where you going, buddy? But anyway, these wood bees were freaking me out. See, they got the traps. You can see their little trap right there. Got one at home. So they go in there and they can't come out. They fall down into the glass jar and they can't get out. You can buy those on Amazon, actually. This one's a, whoa, nice when people pick up their trash. That would be nice. Hey, buddy. But yeah, those bees, they don't really bother anybody. They look for holes. They look to bore the holes in the wood. But anytime you have a wood structure, those bees are everywhere, and they're fighting over the holes and guarding their females. But anyway, you going in now? Hey, hey, nice. All right, see ya. Pretty cool. I'd love to have a barn with some animals, some horses. That'd be pretty sweet. But anyway, I haven't got out much on the bike yet. I'm starting to do a little bit more, but I added another little vinyl logo there. So I have fun with that thing. But yeah, I'm actually I guess if you guys are watching my YouTube channel, you've seen me add a few videos about, I got this Honda Civic that I'm gonna basically revamp. So you'll see a few videos pop up on that. It's just a hobby channel. I mean, literally with YouTube channels, you don't want to switch content matter and subjects, but since it's just my hobby channel,
I just do whatever I want on it. But I'm trying to revamp this old Honda Civic, and I got to tear the thing apart, take the head gasket off, maybe the head gasket. I know I have to take the cylinder head off and clean that out, and probably replace the upper gasket, but we'll see how bad that is once I take it off. But anyway, that's another project in itself that I'm going to be getting into a little bit. So, but I also will be riding, if you're wondering, and I also have a new YouTube channel in the works, which is more of a, it's completely different content, and has nothing to do with Moto Vlog or anything. So I'm starting to work on that actually right now, and it's not really important at the moment, but that's kind of my I hope that one's going to take off. It's just completely different content matter, and it has nothing to do with machines or anything, or motorbikes or anything. So that'll be a cool project. So I got a lot going on, but the main thing is getting out here and riding. And I have to bring the family up here. These are pretty cool. First time I've driven by this 1,000 times, but I've never been back here, and I didn't realize there was that many animals back here, honestly. Well, so that was that. That was pretty cool, huh? Anyway, get back on the road here, and I don't know what that squealing is. I wonder if that's the windmill. Something is really squealing. All right, here we go. Yeah, this thing is so easy to start and stop, just get off and, you know, walk away from it, because it's that key fob, the keyless key fob. I keep it right in here, my little key fob. You can see I keep my key fob right in this little side container here, and then I just have to walk up to the bike and get on it, because it starts with the key fob already there. But if I go away and I park the bike, I'll take that with me, like if I go into a store or something, which is kind of rare on this. But anyway, that's why it's cool just to get on it and hop right on and start it up. You don't have to worry about a key. And that's it. So here we go. Green light there. Got a green light.